everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today I have another project for you guys. This is a card I created using one of my favorite sweets. The sweet is A Peach, as you can see. And this is just a friend card. It's like a thank you card, really. But you can, of course, use any of the sentiments. There's lots of great ones in this set. So here is the actual stamp set and dies. You can see there are 20 images and a bunch of sentiments that you can mix and match. And then that coordinates with a bunch of dies for all of these images. And then I don't know if you've noticed this die in the catalog. This is our stitched greenery die. So this is one solid die that is just covered in beautiful stitched leaves. It just gives a wonderful texture and effect. So I wanted to pull that into today's card design. So let's go ahead and jump in. We are going to be using Pear Pizzazz for our card base. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I'm going to give that a nice crease. I have another piece of Pear Pizzazz that is 4 by 5 1/4. That's what we're going to stitch with that die. I'm using some of the Designer Series paper as well. This piece here is 1 3/4 by 5 1/4, and then I'm going to die cut a circle out of here, and then I have a scrap of Calypso Coral. Hopefully that's big enough, we'll find out. And we're going to be using our Stampin' Cut machine to do our die cutting. So let me grab this big die. Oh, that stays. Let me grab that layer that is 4 by 5. So what I did is I had it facing up to me, and I kind of decided where I wanted it. And then I'm just going to drop it down on my plate there. And then put the other one here on top. And then we'll roll this through. I just love this die, and I think, you know, it kind of got missed with your first look through the catalog, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So hopefully you can see all that beautiful stitching. All right. Okay, let's grab our layering circles, and I am going to decide on this Designer Series paper where I want to cut. I think that's good. I'm trying to capture that peach, you know, a full peach. So that should work. Let's put that through. And this is just the regular circle. And our layering circles come with not only the regular circle, you also get a set of scallop circles. So we're going to use one that's just one size up for the Calypso Coral, which I am going to back that with. Let me see, I don't think this is big enough. Let me grab another piece. Let's take that scalloped circle there and run that through. And then we will do one more, I think, die cut, but I do need to stamp my sentiment first, so I'll set this aside and we'll come back for it. Alright, so first I'm going to take this Designer Series paper. We're going to adhere that to the front of our stitched layer. Just adding a little bit of the liquid glue. And gives me a little bit of time here to make sure I'm straight. That looks pretty good. Okay, now let's add some liquid glue to the back of this. And then we will put that right to our card. Alright. Okay, beautiful. Alright, so now let's take our Designer Series paper circle and put that to our Calypso Coral. I love this suite. I love the colors in here. Just very fun. All right. Okay, so now we are going to do a little bit of stamping. Let me find my scrap of basic white. I am going to stamp To a Sweet Friend in my Pear Pizzazz ink. And we're going to die cut that. There's a cute little label die in the Peach dies, this one here, and we're going to cut our sentiment with that. So we'll bring this back in. Hopefully I can line that up from, oops, being upside down. Let's try that. Hopefully I don't move it. And this nice little die, it's so small, but, oh, that didn't quite, it has a little, it's very hard to see, you probably won't see it on camera, but there's a little kind of raised, like a beveled edge almost, which is fun. Just, even though it's such a small piece, it's a little added bonus. Okay. Alright, so we'll bring back our card, and let's add some glue to this. I'm not going to use any dimensionals and pop it up. We're just going to put it right down here. I just love the way the kind of coral pops. I'm going to grab some dimensionals for the sentiment, and I've just cut the edge of our Stampin' dimensionals. And we'll put To a Sweet Friend. Okay. And then on the inside of our card, I used Calypso Coral Ink. Let me get that here opened up. Alright, and we are going to put, Thanks for Being as Sweet as a Peach. So we'll do the thanks first. Make sure I'm straight. Looks good. And then I'm just going to kind of set this under a little bit. There we go. And then we are going to stamp our envelope, of course. So what I love doing with these peaches is I have our Stampin' Pierce mat here. Since this is photopolymer, sometimes it's helpful with some of the images. I like to ink up the peach in our pale papaya, and then I'm going to add a little bit of the Calypso Coral. So I'm going to put this right in my ink pad. I'm going to flip this over, take my sponge dauber and get some of that Calypso Coral, and I'm just going to put that right onto the stamp here. And to me, it just gives it a much more kind of natural peach look. Alright, so we'll put that in the bottom left corner of our thing. Hopefully you can see it. Now it's a little bit wet, so you can kind of see the difference between the one that's fully dried and this one. And you can add as much, coral as you want, depending on how dark, you want your peach. But I love that color combination. Alright, so we'll reopen our Pear Pizzazz, and we'll take our little stem here, and we'll just nestle that right in there. And there you go. That will complete today's card. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You can find a full supply list in the description. As always, you can pick up all of these products in my online store. And I am going to be offering a paper share from our new mini catalog. Let me show you the front of that. This is our June through December catalog. It's actually going to be available to customers August through December. There was a little bit of delay, of course, with shipping and stuff like that. So do be on the lookout. I have all of the paper share details posted on my blog at theirishscrapper.com. If you're interested, there are 9 new designer series papers, so you can get a sampling of those for a great price. It's a wonderful value. And I look forward to being back with you guys real soon. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.